So, Mom and I have lost 255 pounds combined with no loose skin, which I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that you are pregnant with a 9-pound baby, me, and have no loose skin. I think that's incredible.
I have some women in my family who aged really well, and some of it is genetics. But I think every woman knows that even in your late 30s, you start to notice a difference in how your skin looks and how your skin feels. Now, Penelope, I know you're too young to really notice that. Your skin does change, right? Now it's different than it was even 3 or 4 years ago.
We noticed that 85.8% of you guys are not subscribed. So, what are you doing? We give you guys free weight loss advice. And to the 14.2% that are subscribed, you guys are doing something right here. So thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. But seriously, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below.
So as we get older, our skin is constantly changing and our body's requirements and needs are also changing. And believe it or not, our toxic load is changing. And there are so many things in our environment these days that we need to be aware of, like toxicity, that we just can't avoid. I don't care how clean you think you live. It's in the environment. It's in the air we breathe. Unfortunately, it's also in our food, in the entire food supply chain. So we have to be on top of our detoxification if we want our skin to stay healthy, and that is with proper hydration. Most people are chronically dehydrated, and most people are chronically undernourished. And that is whether you're at a healthy weight or you're morbidly obese. Most people are massively undernourished because they're not eating food that's dense with nutrients. And food that is nutrient dense is always going to be food that is ripe, in season, local, and organic. And that may or may not be possible for you either because you don't know where to find it, you can't afford it, or it's just not available. But it's possible for you to turn that around. And you could turn it around today because I want you to have more beautiful skin, because I want you to feel good in your skin. And it's less about what other people think about you and more about how you feel inside of yourself, even though, of course, it does matter what other people think about you. You want other people to see the best in you.
And if you are somebody over the age of 50, what are some of the things you can do or they could do to kind of help that skin either tighten up or become more, I don't know, less loose or saggy? Or you have some pretty amazing rituals. Like I see you dry brushing in the morning every day, every morning and every night, just like you brush your teeth, you brush your skin.
You know how there's some people who are eating like hamburgers and french fries and you're like, how is that girl so skinny? How can she eat that? I just look at it and I gain weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then there are some people you look at who are like, we live in an area where there's a lot of beautiful older women, but then you know that they're pumped full of like Botox, fillers, and all kinds of things. And you're like, well, are they a freak or are they, you know, like, is it like, so you got like all these things and you go to like a place like Boulder, Colorado, or even Marin, California, Northern California. And you're like, wow, there are so many gorgeous older women. And it's like, how are you go to some places and you see like really, really like horrifyingly aged women that don't look good at all. And then I've always asked myself, like, what is the difference? And I don't think it's just about genes, your DNA. I think it's actually about how you live your life.
A mime dance?
I don't know.
She's like...
Maybe I'm just like in the rhythm of my talk, you know? Maybe I'm just in the rhythm. Because when you're in the rhythm of life, like you are actually contributing to your aging process. And that means stress. It's playing a huge factor in your hormone health and the balance of your hormones. Some people say the sun, most people say, well, the sun is going to age you. Penelope, do I wear sunscreen?
No, never, ever. Never, ever, ever. But the thing is, if I were to do that, I would look like a cherry tomato. So.
But I was walking the dog the other day and someone said, what? And I told him how old I was. He's like, you must wear sunscreen. And I'm like,
actually, no, you know what you should have said? Actually, I eat vegetables and I garden and I spend time in nature and I walk my dog every day, 4 times a day. She takes like 6 walks a day or 4 walks a day.
I think fresh air and sunshine is key. I think sleeping well.
Grounding, you put your feet in dirt and your hands in dirt.
Yeah.
You've been teaching me how to plant. I just posted that on our socials of you and I gardening. I said, learn how to garden with your mom.
Yeah. I do think we need natural sunlight. I don't think we need it between the hours of 10 and 2. I think it's important that you have adequate vitamin D and the the levels of vitamin D that are mainstream are, I think, also too low. I'm not a medical professional, so I can't advise on that, but that's just my opinion. I try to keep my vitamin D levels higher than what is normally recommended. So that's one of the things I do. So,
Well, they're all trying to kill us anyway, so we might as well spend way more time.
wait, who are they?
The companies. Some of them. Be careful.
I think also as we age, especially getting towards 50 and over 50, we have to get on top of our toxic load. And that means perspiring more frequently, making sure we're hydrated, making sure that we're allowing the detoxification channels to be open and free. And I do believe, and I know there might be a lot of pushback on this, but eating too much protein, I think, is dangerous. I think it clogs your liver and it clogs the basement membrane of your cells where nutrients get in and toxins get out. And that's why a lot of the women that I talk to say, well, I can't lose weight anymore. I don't know why. I'm having hormonal problems. And come to find out, the large majority of those women got great results on a paleo-like, but even keto type of plan. And it worked really well for 3 or 4 months.
And now they have insulin resistance.
They've got insulin resistance. They've got hormone issues. They've got liver stuff. All kinds of things are happening. But most importantly, you see it on their skin. You see the dark circles, the white or green pasty skin, and then it starts to sag. And it happens pretty quickly. But those first 3 months, they might have lost 30 pounds, which is exciting and it's promising and whatnot. But then there's a transition from that. And we all need protein. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat protein, but there's only so much your body can absorb every meal. So eating high quality food is extremely important for skin health. That means foods that are rich in nutrients, especially vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. So bell peppers, citrus fruit, avocados, fatty fish, things that are really going to encourage you. Even soy is considered a great healthy skin food, but not all soy is created equally. We created a whole soy dossier for our program because we wanted to get to the truth of it, because there's a lot of good research about it, and there's some research that shows that maybe it's not the right food for you. So there's so many health myths that we like to bust because there's no one diet for every person.
Which is why you should join our Women's Accountability Group, because wherever you are on your journey, we are there to support you. We teach you guys how to cook, how to make amazing food out of what you have and what you're willing to change or what you're willing to make. Because guess what? Not all of you want to eat greens every day, and not all of you want to eat only meat every day, and not all of you want to eat only fruit every day. And I get it. We get it. So we're here to support you on that journey. We're here to meet you every Monday on an amazing women's group coaching call where it's just Mom and I. No weird robots. It's just Mom and I. We're just there to support you guys through it all because you guys need it and we have been through it, and we just want to share that with you guys and help you out. So let's get healthy again. Let's do it before January 1st, not on January 1st, but if you are going to join on January 1st, you will have to pay a little bit more. So I recommend you join now.
Making America healthy again starts with you. It starts with your family, and it starts with you being a representation of what healthy looks like. And you know, and I know, that it goes well beyond exercise and diet.
So click the link in the description to join our women's group, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time. We help women beat obesity with our Step It Up system without relying on drugs like Ozempic within 90 days. Click the link in the description to learn how to lose weight without drugs like Ozempic.